Welcome to another part of the series of World Cup preview that I'm doing here. I'm still in Group A, last nation, Uruguay. Let's see what I think about them. Of course, in the group with South Africa, France, and Mexico. I've already done videos about them, so you can check them out. But about Uruguay, they're a tough team to beat. Uruguay is traditionally known for being tough to beat defensively, being tough as nails, and not conceding too many goals. Having said that, they're not really known for their brilliant footballing ability. They were world champions twice, but that was a really long time ago. Last time they were at the World Cup was 2002. They had a first-round exit. Before that was 1990, so they're not really regulars. They stop in once in a while when it comes to World Cups, and this time around they were the last team to qualify. That they needed a playoff against Costa Rica, number 4 team in the CONCACAF zone, and beat them 1-0 in Costa Rica and drew 1-1 at home. So scraped through, and they needed a playoff because they came in 5th in the South American qualifying league. And it was a close call. It was a close call with Argentina. Argentina won a decisive game to come in 4th. But Ecuador, for example, and Colombia both finished only 1 point behind Uruguay. So it was quite a close battle in that respect. So Uruguay really struggled to make it to the World Cup. But here they are. And when you look at their games, striking is they're kind of unpredictable. It's funny, also in the last World Cup, in World Cup 2002, they played 0-0 against France, who they're meeting again. But the game after that, so they're very tough to score against, but the game after that was 3-3 against Senegal. And quite the opposite, conceding 3 goals, scoring 3 goals. It's the opposite of a 0-0 game, of course. They beat Brazil 1-0 in Brazil, disqualifying, but then lost 4-0 at home to Brazil. So yeah, what can you say about that? What's striking is that usually, as I said, they're defensively quite strong, difficult to beat. Tough guys, usually, but right now their main strength seems to lie up front. Their best player, I think, by far, is, of course, Diego Forlan of Atletico Madrid, who gave Atletico Madrid the Europa League, as it's now called. Furthermore, they have a couple of decent players in the back. They have Diego Lugano of Fenerbahce, good player. Up front, they also have Luis Suarez of Ajax, and at Ajax he's really been a prolific goal scorer, scoring 34 goals in the past season, and he's really the main man there. He's also captain of that team, so he's a good player. Furthermore, they got Maxi Pereira of Benfica, also Nicolas Lodero, also of Ajax, and basically players playing in Spanish, Italian, Portuguese leagues, some in the Argentinian leagues. Very few players playing in the Uruguayan league. Of course, it's a small country, so the league is quite small. But certainly they have quite a few players who play in Europe. They know what it takes to perform. So yeah, they seem to be quite an experienced and decent team that know what's expected. I don't expect them to be the whipping boys of the group. Neither do I expect them to win it. They've struggled in qualifying, but South America is probably the toughest league to qualify from. At least if you're a half decent team like Uruguay. And also they struggled beating Costa Rica, but Costa Rica's been playing some friendlies in Europe lately. And most teams seems to be struggling with Costa Rica. They're not a half so bad team. So yeah, I think Uruguay is going to be decent, but it's going to be up to the other teams to see how far they can get. I mean, Uruguay is going to be decent at the back. I don't think they're going to concede too many goals, and I think they have the skills with Suarez and Forlan and maybe Abreu up front to score a goal here and there. But it really depends. I think that if South Africa can get really their level up, being the host with the support of the home crowd, I think South Africa can do well. And if France can get something of some kind of form, they can do well too. And I think Mexico can do well too. But if not, if any team disappoints, I'm sure Uruguay will be there to cash in on that, on their failure. But it's going to be tough. But I'll give you my final prediction for the group in the next video. It's going to be the prediction video of all the games in Group A. So be sure to check that out. That's it for the analysis of Uruguay. Thank you.